Well, is it?
Or is it a documentary?
It's kind of a documentary portrayal, I guess you could say. Dude, it's good.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Sometimes on Sundays podcast. What track are we on now?
13.
This is our freestyle track. We don't have anything prepped. We're just gonna go with it and see how it plays out. So, we're gonna try to have a guest this week, but it didn't really pan out. So maybe we'll land somebody in the future, but no big deal.
Near future. Hey, I got to give you guys props for last week's track number 12.
Oh yeah, with
that was good. Salem Center. Yeah, you guys did a great job, man.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
That was
Shout out to Salem Center.
Yeah.
Shout out Salem.
Shout out to Hans too for getting that together.
Yeah.
It was interesting, man. She was really, really cool.
Yeah, she was a sweetheart. She was really nice.
It's cool.
Yeah.
You guys did great.
Thank you.
I loved the episode.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
No, but I was saying before the show aired, before we started this, was Hulu Masterminds. Have you seen that one?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking funny, dude.
Really?
Mastermind.
Who's in it?
Zach Galifianakis.
Okay.
Two of the ladies from
It's based on a true story.
Yeah. From Saturday Night Live. I forget their names. I can't remember that one actress. Either actress.
Yeah.
It's
not the girl from Kristen Wiig.
Yeah,
Kristen
Wiig, and then what's the other lady?
Melissa McCarthy. She
is. I didn't watch enough of it.
Yeah, I remember she was in it. That's what I was thinking.
Towards the end, maybe. But I only got maybe halfway through. But it was.
What is it? Like a whole season? Or
no, it's a movie. It's a movie. It's basically about these armored car. What do they call those guys? The ones that drop off money at the banks.
Yeah, the armored cars.
I think I saw it.
Yeah, dude, that's a great movie. He's got the long hair.
He kind of
got that ugly smile.
Like he accidentally robs the place or something.
No, he robs it. He does. Yeah, but he thinks that the girl's into him, that she's gonna meet him in Mexico.
Right.
And the other chick from Saturday Night Live, I forget her name, but she's like married to him, where they're gonna get married. Her dry personality in the movie is like fucking hilarious.
Kristen Wiig.
No, the other one. Hey, what is her name?
I saw it. It's a good.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah, it's funny.
You're saying you're watching what movie? We're watching
Winning Time, the documentary about the.
Oh yeah. How was that?
Gary Bus, man, that's really good.
Yeah.
That's what somebody that I know. I don't know how they ran into this person, but it's related to the Bus family.
Oh really?
Here in Chicago, yeah. And they actually said the portrayal of like Bus and Jerry West on that TV show is like spot on.
What's it on?
I think it's on HBO Max.
Is that the one with who's playing Jerry Buss?
The comedian guy.
That is the one I thought about.
Yeah,
we're thinking about the same one. I haven't seen an episode of that one yet.
The guy from Talladega Nights.
Yeah.
What's his name?
From Step Brothers, not Will Ferrell.
The other guy?
John C. Reilly.
Yeah,
John C. Reilly.
John C. Reilly. Yeah.
Oh, dude, he's not like he's not like hilarious in there, but he's spot on. You know.
Really?
Yeah, portrays him pretty good. His whole personality. The guy's a player, bro.
John C. Reilly is such a good actor.
Yeah, he is.
Like, I think he does so many awesome roles. Like, I mean, just his portrayal of anything he puts on. He's a really good serious actor, and then he's also a really good comedic actor.
I remember first seeing him in What's Eating Gilbert Grape. He was in that.
Who was he in there?
He was some guy. He was like the Carlos Castellano of the squad. Always thinking about, like, he was talking about. I remember this one scene where he's talking about the future of making fries in franchises, and he's talking about how like he's like canola oil. He's like canola oil is the future, man.
Oh wow.
He's like it makes them fast and crispy, but you know the
Yeah,
flavor's good. Yeah,
How did they make fries before?
I guess just corn oil or vegetable oil. Vegetable oil probably.
Oh.
But he was talking about how I don't know.
I don't know.
Gilbert Grape. Shout out to
That was
Leo
a great
DiCaprio
movie.
watching us.
Yeah, man.
He's
DiCaprio and Depp, that was a star-studded cast right there.
He's joining
You know,
us.
I would when I would watch that movie as a kid, the wife that was having the affair with Johnny Depp in the movie,
Yeah.
I used to get excited around that.
Who was the wife?
I like how you said excited.
Yeah,
Very subtle way of putting it, Carlos.
Yeah.
I understand what you
Who's
mean.
the actress?
she's married to Ted Danson.
Oh, what are we like drawing blanks here on all kinds of
Yeah, all
actors and
these. Yeah,
actresses?
normally I know them, but I know she's married to Ted. Hans? What's the name of the actress in What's Eating Gilbert Grape? She's married to Ted Danson. Just type in Ted Danson's wife. By the way, I didn't do a complete full intro. We didn't introduce Woobs, me, the Vanilla Gorilla, or Carlos, and then we got Unicorn in Human Form and Hattori Hanzo working everything behind the scenes. So,
Hi, everybody.
yeah,
Now we can
kind of
speak.
an unofficial,
Howdy.
an unofficial.
we really just kind of just
We just ran
barreled
into
right
it.
into this
we
one.
were right. Fuck it. Let's just do it.
Let's get down to it.
Did you guys see? Well, I don't think I sent it to you, but I know I sent it to you. Did you watch the whole podcast on Concrete?
Concrete.
With the aliens?
Was it the one with the Virginia case?
I was part of it.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I know the story pretty well of Virginia.
Yeah, but that was just one snippet of that whole podcast.
Oh no, I didn't get to see the whole thing.
Do that fucking podcast, that episode of podcast.
What else do they? I mean, I know they talk about Virginia. That's in Brazil, by the way. For you guys listening, don't know what it's about. Virginia, I think they were seeing multiple UFO, right? Like sightings, and then a group of ladies, maybe 2 or 3 sisters or something like that, they came across a being, right?
Yeah. So the whole episode of Concrete, which I didn't know until my buddy sent it to me, was it was about this director who's done at least 3 to 4 movies on aliens, and this last round was called The Phenomenon, and he's got another one coming out in October. Phenomenon came out in 2020.
That's about Ariel. Is that the? Oh, no, that was just also
A broad spectrum, of all these
sightings. I think a big part of it was that Freyer case with the Navy ship.
Yeah, there was part of that in there and all that.
Navy ship?
Yeah, the Tic Tac.
Yeah, the Tic
That
Tac.
was part of it and a couple of other things. But it was basically he was giving all of the experiences of what other had. And he was talking about how do you pronounce it? Virginia?
Yeah.
The Virginia case in Brazil was one of the talking points on the show. And it was basically in 96, 97.
Yeah, something like that.
Right around the same time that the children of Zimbabwe, within like a year or 2 time span of that happening, which we've talked about before, I think, on the show. But what was really interesting about this one was that apparently there was a crash with these beings, and they were stumbling around the street, and these 3 young women, Brazilian women, sisters, happened to come across one
that was still alive.
They were still alive. Yeah, it was still alive, and it was kind of hunched over, and it was like in pain. And they saw it, and it wasn't looking directly at them. It was just kind of like cowering, like in fear. And so they were freaking out and they were screaming, and the thing that they saw kind of just turned and looked at them, and it was staring right at them. 2 of the sisters ran away, and then the other sister stayed and was like kept making eye contact with it.
And what happened?
She was like getting like not a message, right? But she was understanding that he was in pain.
Yeah, so she was
capturing.
She was sensing that it was trying to tell her that it was scared, it was injured, and it needed help.
Yeah.
But she said, from the way he tells the story, the director says that it wasn't verbally communicated, but that's the sense of what she was capturing from the being.
Right.
Yeah, it's like the Zimbabwe kids. They
Yeah,
were getting messages.
They never
too.
spoke to them physically. Like no verbal words were communicated, but these kids were getting like mental images and communications from the
Like
alien.
telepathy.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
Now, when the alien itself or the being, I don't know how you want to address it, but I guess the sisters went to go grab their third sister and they yanked her away and they ran back to their mom. They said that the being had red eyes and they said that they saw the devil or a demon, right? And then essentially when they went back to go look for it, it was gone.
Uh-huh.
And what they said was, I guess, like just a few miles down the road were these two Brazilian soldiers they were on patrol. They found the being that girls found walking. One of the soldiers actually went and grabbed it and brought it into the car, and it was sitting on his lap.
Yeah.
And he took it.
And they transported it to like some hospital.
To one hospital first. They said, "Get this thing out of here. I don't know what this is." Probably thought it was a hoax or something like that, or maybe some sort of animal. Kicked them out. They went to another one where they were getting help. Somewhere in between, when the soldier kidnapped the alien and threw him in the car to the last hospital, I guess the guy got scratched from the thing. Within the next day, he got really sick.
He was falling ill.
Yeah,
like, real bad.
And he died like midday the next day.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
But they didn't know what it was. It was some like. Did they say it was a virus? Like some.
They said there was like an infection that they had never seen before. They pumped the guy filled with antibiotics, whatever they can give him. Nothing. He died like by noon the following day.
Yeah, they couldn't tell what exactly went wrong.
Oh.
So the other guy's still alive, and he's supposed to be in this new documentary.
But the government tried to bury that case, right?
Yeah.
And then the relatives of the soldier, they still want answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How he died.
And so what happened,
or at least to kind of publicize it more.
They had a doctor, an X-ray technician that they called in when they were in Brazil. I guess they must have shut down the whole facility. They had the X-ray technician go in and actually take X-rays of the being.
Yeah.
And they said that he couldn't talk about it anymore. After that was it. Later that night, apparently, a plane from the U.S. flew in, picked up the body, flew right back out. And it's more examples that it's just not about that case. That case itself has a whole documentary coming out about it. There was another case about Nixon and I forget the name of the other guy that they had seen like bodies of aliens floating in like a fluid somewhere, and like they were just like taken back by that this was actually real.
Like they were preserved.
Yeah, the fact that they had seen them in general, that they actually existed. And then there was a couple of other scenarios that they provided, but you're dropping mics over there.
Sorry.
But yeah, it was good, man. I'm gonna send that to you. You got to check that out. That's a really
sounds interesting.
Yeah, if anybody's
what do you
interested
think about
in
that,
topic,
George?
Oh man, I've gone down plenty of rabbit holes. I really do believe that there's something out there, right? I think it's like a mix, right? I think that the US does have some capabilities that we don't know about, right?
I like how this fascinates you.
It does. Yeah. No, it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it is fascinating to me.
Yeah.
And I find myself going down rabbit holes a lot.
do you think they exist, Albert?
Yeah, I think they exist. I think we're gonna find them one day, and I think we're gonna find them unexpectedly.
Well,
But this is how I think. This is how I think. Hans, this is what I think. I think we're like looking. We got all these satellites up there and everything. We're the U.S. is saying, we're gonna come across them, and they're gonna be looking, and then one day, boom, they're just gonna be here, or they're just gonna get footage of them.
do you think they're here now?
They might be. They might.
Because from what that
people think there are.
Yeah.
They are.
From what,
Among Us. Yeah.
well, if you watch, go back. I'm gonna send it to you. And again, anybody who's interested, go check out the Concrete podcast, and you'll find some. I forget the name of the
Like what they're doing here. What they
well
like.
Well, what the director from the interview was saying was that, and he was speaking to generals and other people, was that they have an impression that they may be living in the water, in the ocean.
Yeah, that's another thing.
And so there was that, and then the other thing that they said that they're probably among us now. In what capacity he didn't know.
Why they're here.
Yeah.
Fucking Men in Black.
Huh?
reminds me of Men in Black.
That kind of a scenario, yeah, right.
Yeah.
But I would say that
Probably
if,
all saying this place is fucked up.
Right.
well, I would think this too. I think the way we try to preserve a forest filled with animals, right? And you're trying to prevent the animal from going extinct, is what they try to do for us.
Right. Yeah,
Right.
I see it.
And so they're monitoring without interfering too much, right? They're doing certain things to help, like they're protecting us from ourselves, basically.
Yeah,
kind of a thing.
they're like, these motherfuckers are
Because
close.
even the guy said in the
You know?
podcast, he's like, these guys, like, you got to think every time you hear about a sighting, it's always kind of far out. Like, it's never like it's in an isolated area, right? They never go over like the Macy's Day Parade, right?
Never-
Otherwise, it'd be like game over,
Yeah.
kind of a thing. I thought it was. I mean, my mind was blown. My buddy had shared it with me, and my mind was blown. I watched it like 3 times already, just trying to like.
It's on YouTube as well.
Yeah, it's on the Concrete Podcast.
Concrete.
It's fucking good, man. Like, and that's who I want to get, like somebody of that caliber that's dealt with either making a documentary of aliens or has a channel about aliens. You know, obviously, I want them vetted, right? Like, I want somebody that's a little bit more, I don't know, maybe established and like I'm for lack of a better term, on them, a little bit more legitimized,
Right.
right?
A little bit of street cred.
Yeah, because I don't want anybody that says, "Oh yeah," and then they took me too. Like, I think he sent me a video of somebody saying, "Oh hey, look at this one aircraft," and it was over a fucking field, and they left this symbol on the field, and it turns out the field is the same thing as my tattoo on my neck. And I'm like, the fuck out of here. That guy sucked. But there's this other guy on YouTube that I found, and hopefully we can get a hold of him. I'd like to interview somebody with more.
Yeah, we did reach out to him, Preston Dennett.
Yeah. So
Dennett, yeah. Shout out to
that'll be
Preston
really good.
Dennett's podcast.
But yeah, I mean, aliens, man. We talk about it a lot here.
Or it's more of a vlog. His right, Preston Dennett's like.
I think he's just sharing other people's experiences on there. But yeah,
we should get an alien hunter on here.
That
kind of like a ghost hunter
I would
type
love to
deal.
do that.
Yeah,
ghost hunter would be cool. I'm a little skeptical on the ghost hunting thing, though. I don't want that bad juju.
Yes, and not skeptical. You're like more like weary of
cautious around that.
I believe in that stuff. Ghosts, I believe, definitely believe in it. Don't mess with them. Don't do anything that you're not supposed to. I respect them, right? There's one show I was watching, and I don't know what his name is. I'm pretty sure you guys maybe watched the show too. I might be called Ghost Hunters, but
that guy Zach. What's his name?
Is that the one that he says he spoke to one, or he knows one of their names or something?
I don't know.
He knows a name of a entity, and he doesn't like saying the name. Or when he's interviewing people on his show, a couple of times the person that he's interviewing said, "Yeah, we heard a name in the background," and he's like, "Don't say the name." He's like, "Whisper it. Don't say it on air." He goes, "But tell me off air," because he knows the name of some entity.
That sounds like something Zach would do. That Zach guy.
Is he like
Ghost Hunters, no?
Is he like a tall guy with like dark hair?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of like in good shape.
Yeah, there you go. I think that's him.
Yeah, Mateo Lane, a comedian, had a really good joke about those guys.
What did he say?
That like, you remember when we saw him and he said something about like, can you imagine going to tell your parents, like, Mom, Dad, I want to be a ghost hunter, you know, and the conversation that looks like. And then, because Mateo Lane, he's gay, and you know, there's always that difficult coming out moment for someone that's gay, and he goes, he compared it to that, and he says, you know, I can imagine his parents saying something like, "We'd rather you suck a dick than do that." Yeah, so that was a really good
ghost.
Yeah, because I can't imagine someone coming up to me and saying that. So it was good.
You know, you could get spirit boxes on Amazon, right? And I'm kind of tempted to get one.
Really?
Yeah.
A spirit box.
You know why, dude? I feel like if
for those not in the know,
what does it do? What is
a spirit box? Is like this, like it's like a receiver, and supposedly it gets into frequencies that might get messages from the other side.
Oh, kind of like what they use on the show.
So like you'll hear it, and like you could ask questions, and all of a sudden,
$29.99.
Nah, like between 70 and 150.
Sounds about right.
Sounds like Hans inquired about.
I'm
Can you look
really,
that up?
I'm really interested in
It's
getting
not
one.
even so much. I don't know. Like what to that kind of stuff, I'm skeptical about. So
Right.
it's like,
Oh, okay.
Right.
that's why when I'm hearing that high ass price, I'm just like, yeah.
It sounds right. Yeah. But I am intrigued
It
to
comes
say
with
the
a
least.
subscription.
I would not mess with it in any capacity.
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't know, man. I just worry about things following you home if that's true.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-mm. Don't even
Man.
stick to the aliens, George.
You know, I was telling Carlos when before.
I'd rather suck a dick.
I was telling Carlos before we even thought about. Well, we were already thinking about starting the podcast. One of the first things that came to mind is like, man, I would love to have an exorcist, like a priest that has actually performed exorcisms. Carlos was like, no way, man.
Mm-mm.
No,
No way.
No, I won't do it.
Nope.
I won't. I'll watch from home
From the
on that
comfort.
episode. I'm
He's
not
like,
gonna
I'm not
be
coming
here.
on today, guys.
I just don't. Yeah, because knowing me, man, it would, like some shit would pop.
Have you ever,
Imagine the
have you ever-
stories.
have you ever like looked up anything like that on YouTube? Like
Yeah.
typed it in like exorcism.
Yeah, there was this movie, The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
It was based on a very famous case.
I couldn't sleep after I watched that movie.
That movie was trippy.
Yeah.
Like it was really like I thought it was scarier than The Exorcist. than the original.
I thought it was right up there. But like, okay, so like Exorcist is scary, right? You know,
Right.
all movies after that were kind of like, oh, that's a little
Yeah,
cheesy.
and then this one came out.
This
Yeah,
one is not cheesy.
yeah, this one
this
came out, and it scared the
I
shit
saw
out
it.
of me. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good one. So
That's the one where I think the
girl
Virgin
from
Mary,
Dexter.
the Virgin Mary ends up coming to her and says, "You're not going to survive this. You
Yeah.
either continue to suffer or die."
Yeah, like if you continue, if you choose to continue, you'll be able to like relay a message of
Yeah.
Christ's the validity, right? That Christ exists, God exists. She goes, but you can let go right now and just there's no harm,
Yeah.
no foul kind of thing. And she's like, no, I'd rather get the message out. And she continued.
Yeah. What creeped me out is that they were like everybody else was getting like harassed.
Yeah,
Like, remember that the lawyer woke up?
The people around her,
Yeah, her
around the
door-
trial.
Her door
The
was
one,
open.
the one expert got hit by a car.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's what you're
Yeah.
afraid of, right? Like the ramifications of like what
yeah,
happens.
man.
To
No.
Oh, and they locked the priest up. The poor priest, he got locked up.
yeah,
in the jail.
and he was getting harassed in
Yeah,
jail.
and he was seeing like shadows and shit. Oh God.
Yeah, I don't want that.
That movie was anyway. That was based on a true kind of on a real case anyway.
I was shitting
And there's
bricks, bro.
there's audios. There's audio of this case, and like pictures of the before and after how the girl looked.
Yeah.
I forgot her name. If you want to look it up, Hans, but it's up to you. But like you could tell like she was at the end, like when it was like she was about to die, you could see she's all fucked up, the eyes, and like she's all like emaciated.
She was like a
bruised up.
cancer patient.
No, worse,
Yeah,
worse,
she was
bro.
terrible. She was
Like a concentration camp,
Yeah.
survivor.
Did she end up coming out of it?
No, she died. She
It
died.
took her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And there's audio of this, dude. Like you could hear it, and she's like freaking out, and the priest in the background saying stuff, and she's like speaking in tongues and shit. It is fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, thank you. And you want that on this podcast?
I'm. You know what?
You want
That could be a week. That could be a week we're off.
I really.
And then you need to get this place blessed
Cleanse.
before I come back in.
Well, the priest is coming by. I'm sure he'll take care of us.
You don't know that. What
Wait,
if he gets harassed?
So if George does this, if George actually does go through with this, you're telling me that me and him are basically going to be the only two assholes here that have to deal with this?
You don't gotta be
That's
here.
exactly what I'm
could
telling
do
you.
that.
I don't have to be
You
here.
could do it remotely.
Would you do it? Would you do it with George?
Would you do it remotely?
I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
I have to be here.
Carlos is gonna come back and sit in that chair, and he's like, "This thing's sizzling my ass over here.
Yeah.
Something's wrong with my chair."
Oh,
It's sizzling."
man. Just some things you don't mess with.
Yeah, same.
Like,
I
But see,
found
we're
out-
not messing with it. We're trying to get informed. That's all, you know.
yeah, but still, I feel like that energy just follows no matter
mean,
what.
Like,
you
you're
start to find.
enticing it.
In all
George.
fairness, George, this is like, like, I mean, we're not like really gonna get addicted to crack. We're just trying it out.
Yeah. There's a little bit of it.
That's
We're
what
just
it
gonna try a
tastes.
little bit.
See what it tastes like.
Yeah, it's our Catholic upbringing. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
It is all this stuff, like anything supernatural, anything like that. Just
I don't even want to talk about the
mysterious.
story I had years in high school.
Do
I
it.
don't want
No, come
No,
on now.
no,
Now
now
you
you
said
gotta-
it. Now you
now
said
Now
it.
you gotta say it.
Now
Cat's
you
out of the
said it.
bag.
because I don't like I don't want to like I don't want anything to follow me home, right? I don't
No,
want
just
anything-
say it.
Okay, I went to one back in the day, high school. We had like do you remember daytime parties?
Mhm.
Skip out.
And real quick, Mike D confirms it was Emily Rose.
Yeah, Emily Rose. The exorcism
Right.
of Emily Rose.
Yeah, no, but the real person, the
Oh, the real person.
yeah, it was based on an actual.
Wasn't her name Emily Rose?
No, it wasn't Emily Rose.
No?
Oh, her real name was not Emily Rose. Okay.
No?
Right? No.
I thought it was. Well, we were at a party and some chick busts out the Ouija board there.
Mhm.
And the
okay.
music's going and everything. And
Annalise Michael.
Yeah.
That's her real name.
okay. So they're like, let's fuck with this,
With the Ouija.
with the Ouija. Now this is like an apartment full of people. There's got to be like 40, 50 people in the apartment, and there's a DJ going in the back, and
Damn.
they turn it all off. And I'm like,
What
And you,
they-
and you were truant, right? You had left class.
yeah, I was tardy.
Yeah,
I was tardy.
You were tardy.
I was tardy.
So
And
you
then-
guys turned everything off,
Yeah,
the lights,
this is
put some
midday.
candles on.
This is like midday. This is probably like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Wednesday afternoon. We're supposed to be in school.
Everything's dark now.
Yeah.
All right, you're painting a picture for us.
This
so-
is like everything's dimming out. I'm sweating balls in the corner because I'm like, what are we doing? The music was going. And she's like, she's getting ready. She's laying it out, and she's like, let's try this, guys. And a couple people are like, no, I'm not doing that. But then it's like a vote. Like there's more people saying yeah than no. And
Were
then
you were on the no side, or were you on the?
I
yes?
wasn't saying nothing, Carlos.
You're like,
I was.
I'm not gonna bitch out and say no.
I
He
but
was on the hell no
I'm not gonna
side.
say it.
Like I could picture myself. It was like a complete 180 of how I was acting in that party to when that started.
Really? How were
Yeah.
you acting prior?
Don't ask. Don't. But then
Hey, we know what those daytime sessions were about, man.
she kicked it off, and that thing asked. She asked like, "Who don't you like in here?"
They didn't say Albert.
Why that thing point at me, bro?
No.
Yeah.
What do you mean pointed?
Because they put their hand on that thing and it goes around, like it went right there. Like I was standing in the corner, it went dude.
Everybody moved out of the way. You're right in the middle.
They were like, Albert, like what the fuck?
Man.
Yeah,
He's
I
just
went
trying to
home.
sip his beer.
I said,
Why is
turn it
everybody
out.
looking at me?
I said, put that shit away.
Put that shit away.
I said, put it away.
Hey.
My friend Ben, he just looked at me. He was like, yeah, clear this out. Music back on.
To that demon's defense, you are pretty dislikable.
Yeah, I mean,
No lie.
I never thought I'd have something in common with a demon.
Right?
No, so
that's
that was
crazy,
it.
dude.
That was all.
Yeah, but I mean,
Okay.
hell,
That,
That,
you
was nuts.
How do you
After
know
that,
it just
did-
wasn't being the girl? It wasn't the girl just being a bitch and like this guy's not saying anything. I'm just gonna point it at him.
I don't know. No, she said, she was like,
Well, what was the question? Like, whose D am I getting that night?
what?
What was the question? Whose D am I getting that night?
She just happened to ask, like, who don't you like? Who do you like? Like, is there somebody here with us?
Was there more questions? Okay, so there was a buildup. There was other questions beforehand,
Yeah, she was
and it was like
what if
answering
she-
them.
yeah, she was like, yeah, you know how you hold that thing? Yes, no, I don't even want to say what it is. I don't know, the cursor. And it goes back
It's
and
like a
forth,
cursor.
yes,
Yeah.
no. And then,
Oh,
yeah,
it was
it just went like, who don't you like? And it went, "Vroom." I was standing like right off to the corner, the closest to the table.
Albert's like me, and then he hears a double click. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
Okay,
Has
so,
anybody
like-
ever used one? Have you used one?
No, fuck that. Like one thing is
I may have. I honestly don't remember.
What do you mean you may? Have?
That's-
I remember
interesting.
seeing it. I just don't remember actually using it.
Okay.
Anyway,
that's-
I never told anybody that.
okay. So let me
This
ask
is the
this:
first time that came out.
did you leave right afterwards?
Yeah.
Okay. when you were walking home, did you feel like, oh my god, this thing's gonna fucking follow me home?
No, I didn't think that. I was just nervous. I remember it was like fall. It was like cool outside,
Was it dark by then?
I had like
It
I
was-
had a cold sweat.
It was.
Remember that?
You were nervous.
Yeah.
Who made Ouija? Was it Mattel?
No, it was Hasbro.
Hasbro?
No, I don't know. I have no idea who. No,
Dark Horse.
who makes them right now?
Well, in general, who crafted that?
The people who make Yahtzee.
I don't know. What's the beginnings of?
That's what I'm
of
trying to
the
figure out.
Ouija?
Yeah,
Like-
where did it come from, really?
What was the original intent of the Ouija board when they announced that?
I think that's what it was made for, but I don't know if it was like some, like done for a gimmick, or if it was taken from something that.
So when
people
they
actually
came
did.
out, they were like Contact the Dead when they first launched the Ouija board. Like, this is the board that you can.
I think that was
Where
the
do you buy
premise
a
behind
Ouija
it.
board at now? Where can you buy one?
I mean, what else would you use it for? You know what I mean?
Apparently, AliExpress, Amazon, Etsy.
Target?
That's what I'm getting on Google. But apparently, it was a trademark of Hasbro.
Hasbro.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! I was like,
The
oh,
people that brought you Transformers.
Formers,
Was it the same people who made He-Man toys?
Toxic Avenger, probably. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I couldn't mess around with that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever mess with it. Like, one thing is trying to get informed from somebody. That's why I kind of would think it would be cool to talk to a.
Yeah, but
exorcist.
even those guys that have been around it, I feel like they're like radiation. Like they're gonna bring something along with them.
yeah, I can see that.
I also
That's-
think the real ones will be like, don't
Right,
don't
yeah.
even bother with me.
Yeah, no, I don't think to be honest, like somebody who performs exorcisms, I don't think they'd talk to just anybody.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah.
If they lose my number, man.
Yeah, how'd you get this number?
Yeah, they'll lose it.
Who are you? Wrong number.
The
Wrong
power
number.
of Christ, the power of Christ compels you.
Yeah. Yeah.
George is like, I keep throwing away the number and it keeps appearing.
Gets scratched onto the wall. It's written in my like mirror in blood.
Yeah.
Corn poop.
Have you had any crazy experiences
I think we've talked about it,
on this show?
he's like, we talked about it already.
right? No, we
Oh,
have though. Didn't
Have
we?
we? Have we
I don't remember.
I think we talked about it last week.
Crazy
Or last
experience
week.
with ghosts?
With Salem Center.
Yeah, I think that
Oh,
was the
that's
second
right,
time we
yeah.
brought it.
I know
up.
you talked about like you think you had an alien experience, but I never heard. I don't
Alien?
remember. Yeah, did you?
Yeah,
say you
about
seen
that
it?
big.
Well,
thing
that
like-
wasn't. Well, I don't know if that was alien. That was something. That was something supernatural for sure. It was a weird thing, like something you wouldn't see, something unnatural. Like there was just no way that could have appeared, So, but I don't know. I've never really played with Ouija. I don't think I would.
You don't think you would?
No, but maybe if I had a few drinks and like some peer pressure, maybe.
So you wouldn't play with a Ouija board, but you'll play with a spirit box?
Well, see, a spirit box kind of, I feel like I could just turn it off, chuck it. But like a Ouija board is like, I don't know what
What if
there is like attached to the Ouija board, or I just feel like something could get attached and then go to something else. They say that, items could get attached, like a spirits could get attached to
Something.
random item,
Yeah.
a clock, right? A picture. Who was talking about a picture?
Mhm.
What about a Ouija board, or what about a spirit box that can get attached to that? Like, what would you do if you were trying to figure it? Like, say, hey, is there anybody in this room? Say something. Nothing. Then you put it down. You turn it off. Put it down, and then it turns back on and it starts going all like you could hear the static hitting again.
Yeah, I'd get rid of it. I mean, what else could I do?
But how
What
do you
if
know
it-
you get
what-
rid of it though?
What if it tells you you ain't getting rid of me?
Yeah, like what if it's already here inside at that point because you
All
invited
right, I won't get it. All right.
I'm just asking.
You better cancel that order.
I'm gonna start crying.
I'm like, fine, I won't get it.
it. Yeah.
Fuck you all then.
No, but yeah, no, I am interested in all that stuff. Anything supernatural, I just get fascinated by that stuff because, like,
What is our fascination with it?
I think it's just the mystery, the
Yeah, the
mystery.
unknown. The unknown. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like anybody. Like,
Mysticism behind it.
yeah,
The what?
The mysticism behind it.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like religions,
How about you, Hans? Are you down with it? I mean, what? Like
What, the whole spirit
the
box
whole
thing?
spirit Ouija board? I don't
Ouija
know.
board thing? Again, like I said, I don't have a choice at this point. Someone's got to operate this shit. So obviously me and George are going to be the only two who are here.
No, but I mean, do you have like what's your personal opinion on it? Do Like,
So I don't know. I'm skeptical of like people who are like really mainstream about it. So like for example, like the show Ghost Hunters, like I'm really skeptical of that kind of shit. Like I kind of feel like it's either edited or they do it on purpose, or like it's because I kind of feel like the whole spirit thing and like ghosts is very subjective, very personal. Like it can happen to like I don't know how to explain it. It's not as
Fucking say it, huh?
I just don't know how to.
You think it specifically happens to like a certain person?
Yeah, I can imagine it happening to a certain person, like
a certain type of person.
Yeah, that Annalise or Emily Rose chick or whatever.
Yeah, because she was very religious, that chick, right?
Yeah,
she came from a very religious background.
I can see that. I can see some people more spiritually in tune, and you know, being able to talk to spirits, or at the very least, like communicate in some weird way.
Yeah,
I feel in some weird way like spirits and souls do like speak to us. And what's it called? They might just like affect us in like a butterfly effect way, but like I don't think, in my opinion, they like directly are just like like knocking over glasses of water like they're cats or some shit like that. Right. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah,
interesting.
Joe Rogan was talking about poltergeist activity. He's of the belief that like you think about it and it kind of manifests. So like if there's a book on the shelf and you're already kind of nervous and you're like, oh man, all that's left is for that fucking book to fly off the shelf, and then bam, it happens. Or like you'll see it happen one day because you kind of manifested it to happen. I don't know about that though, but I know that's what his belief is.
That's kind of the mindset like of when you think about a song and then it comes on.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Or you're thinking about a car and then all of a sudden that car's everywhere.
Yeah.
You see it.
Yeah.
I know it's happened to me where I think of like certain episodes like, oh, I'm watching TV and I'm like, I remember this one episode will go in my head and then all of a sudden it's on like a day or two later.
Right. Or you just got something on your mind and then just everything for whatever reason just kind of reminds you of that.
Yeah. So yeah, manifestation, definitely.
Yeah. There's a I think Tom DeLonge, the guy from Blink 182. He's like really into the UFO thing.
Yeah.
And that's what his belief is, that there's some sort of like a consciousness aspect to it. And there's certain people that are in tune to it.
Going back to the subject, going back to actually something that Carlos had said earlier, you really think like aliens are trying to preserve us in some weird fucked up way?
Why not? I mean, maybe there is something that we need to do, right? Maybe we're one of the only civilizations that they came across so far, and they see how hostile we are. And because if there was scenarios where they were going to nuclear sites, and like shutting down the nukes,
Mount Rainier or something like that.
Yeah, and like they would stop. They were not shutting down the nukes, but they would make their equipment go haywire where they couldn't do anything.
There was one where they did shut down nukes. Like there was active nukes on site, and they made them basically inoperable.
Yeah, and I would even say, and this is the conspiracy rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I would even go as far as saying that there is a small but very powerful number of people that have interacted with them, and they know what it is that they're trying to do. And I would say that that's probably why you don't have like global conflict. Like that these individuals that have had interactions with them they know what's going on, and so they're part of the reason why like there's not a lot of issues going on in the world. Like there's issues,
right?
But we're not at war with another country. We're not like at global conflict. We're not at a breaking point.
Yeah.
Where we're firing nukes at each other and we're like ready to blow up the whole thing and start over, right? So I would say again that's conspiracy theory going really far down the rabbit hole, but there's even that director said there's a small number of people that have actually have a lot of intelligence around that stuff. And they also said that if these things were to be publicly acknowledged, right, and it became public, like came into the light, it would literally shut everything down. The economy would crash. organized religion would fall, right? Hysteria, right? People starting to call into question the existence of everything. What is this for? What are we here for? All this other stuff. And maybe they start thinking, are they our gods or something like that? Not, maybe I'm going a little far with that, but you would start to call into question a lot of different things.
No, that's valid.
Yeah, I can see that as a valid like thought. Like, you're thinking this whole entire time that you're trying to look for God and everything, and this has been your God the entire time.
Yeah, or maybe they think like that, because I think even as a people in general, from a global standpoint, as a civilization, religion tends to only make it seem like we're the only people that were created. We're the only things that were created.
Yeah.
Right. And so there's that naivety, assuming that there is other beings out there. And we don't think about what religion would look like on, let's just throw a planet out there, Mars. Right. Not that there is alien life, but like, when you start to get to these other galaxies, and it's like religion is really only to Earth. It's not like to anything else beyond that, maybe.
Well, that we know of.
That we know of. Really right, that we know of. But there isn't a Jesus on Venus or Mars.
True.
So
I'm going to throw a statement out there.
Throw it.
And tell me what you guys think. Science is the pursuit of finding God.
Well, I mean, I guess that's like a very kind of poetic way to say it, right?
Yeah. I'll say I believe in that science is a pursuit of finding God.
Yeah, I mean,
whether we're doing it intentionally or not.
There's that. Okay, there's a philosophy. I think I don't know if I've talked about it, but like I had a theology class when I was at Dominican University, and the theology teacher, he talked about something that, and he was a priest, and he talked about something that resonated. Like there's this it's he called it the philosophy of the immovable mover. So like we could ask all these questions, right? Like what makes the leaves on a tree rustle? Well, the tree is swaying, the wind is blowing. Okay, what causes the wind to blow? Well, that's the currents in the ocean and the tides, and all that. Well, what causes that? And you keep going, and then eventually there's a point where there was just, that's what it started. Right. And that's that pursuit of that pursuit of knowledge. You could say we're trying to find out what caused it all. Right. Like for us, we can't fathom anything other than a God.
Right.
Right. Or some, right. Like even Big Bang Theory. Right. Okay. That was the beginning of everything. Well, what caused the Big Bang?
Yeah. You would, at some point you start going into a, what's the word that I'm looking for? Where you're like looping.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like you'll go crazy. You'll dive into madness because you just keep going further and further. There's another cause. It's not. What's the fucking? It's like a paradigm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You just go into this paradigm of like there's something else before that came before this.
Yeah.
Before this, and like it's endless.
Yeah.
It's
that's why like I feel like it's like that's why I kind of believe in the idea that it is a pursuit of finding God to a certain extent, because I feel like we are going to get to a point where we're going to find something that's inexplicable, like completely inexplicable. Like
there's already stuff that's completely inexplicable
for now.
Yeah,
but what's it called? I mean, like there's been stuff that was inexplicable before, and we figured it out eventually as technology grew. But I feel like we're going to reach an apex in technology, and we're just not going to find any more answers.
We will.
This reminds me of Sam Jackson. There's no knowns, and there are unknown knowns, known unknowns, but there are also unknown unknowns, things that we don't know that we don't know.
Yeah, man, you'll go crazy trying to figure all that out.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, just look at the guys who are really like deep diving into like conspiracy theories, like.
But then even I think you run the risk of becoming a nihilist too. Like none of this matters.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Funny thing, Saint Francis, he's my patron saint. I have him right here in my scapulary. But That's why my middle name is Francisco. But
Pancho.
he oh no. I'm thinking about St. Francis. But there was this, Thomas Aquinas. There's this a book that he wrote that he was in the process of writing like throughout his whole life of being a brother and being involved in the church and a priest or whatever. And towards the end of his life, he didn't finish it. He was nearing the end of his life, and he stopped writing the book.
Mm-hmm.
And he said it was because he came across some information that just not pretty much nullified everything he was learning. This is Thomas Aquinas. Like, there's churches named after him. He's a saint, no?
Yeah, he's a patron saint.
Yeah.
So like,
Or saint, I should say. Yeah.
He's an OG.
He is.
nihilist.
Yeah.
He just said, "Fuck it." He said he didn't finish it, and he said, "I can't finish it. There's no point to it anymore."
That's interesting.
I wonder what he came across.
Yeah, it's really just who knows.
It's like having a big row of dominoes and they just all fall before you even complete it.
Yeah,
Like that whole little maze.
yeah, but he just left it. He's like,
Yeah,
"Fuck
fuck
this."
He's like, I'm done.
I'm not gonna.
There's
go back
no
on-
point.
yeah.
Fuck this.
I wish we could. I'm gonna look up the quote. Why?
Do you
he's not
think
writing.
Do you think the Vatican has a bunch of like sealed documents regarding alien life or exorcisms or
The Vatican?
thing? Yeah,
I don't
they
know.
have a whole library that nobody can access.
I don't know about aliens in particular.
Yeah.
I feel like they definitely have hidden documents. They definitely have, and not just like stuff internally, just like history type stuff that they don't want out in the public for whatever reason.
Well, think about it like this though, too. Isn't it, what's that one painting that has the Virgin Mary and there's a fisherman out in the ocean and he's looking up, and in the background you see like what's supposed to be supposedly it's an alien spaceship because the person that was painting the picture.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
You ever see that?
No,
I think there's one in the Mona Lisa or something like that too.
Look it up. Call
There's
it up.
plenty of
If
that,
you can
like in
call
the
it up for
Renaissance.
So what did he think it was initially?
Well, you can't. You look at you see it's clearly not a bird. What else is? It's like some metallic
it's like a
object drawn.
shape object.
Yeah,
in
painted into the
in the painting, in the original painting.
Renaissance painting.
And if,
It happened a lot.
Yeah, and if you look at off in the distance, there's a fisherman and he's looking up,
Looking up at it, like he's just like
Yeah.
he stopped.
Somebody captured that whole scene
apparently.
and painted it.
Well, maybe it wasn't like I don't know how they
Mm.
how the painting was put up, but
Right.
how they captured. Like I don't know if Mary was sitting there
He said,
with
"Sit
Jesus
here,
or
fisherman's back there fishing, whatever," and he just caught the whole thing.
and hold that pose.
yeah, yeah, but it's in there. Did you find it?
No,
Here we go. Why did Thomas Aquinas stop writing the Summa Theologica? When St. Thomas Aquinas' confessor, Father Reginald of Paperno, urged him to keep writing, he replied, "I can do no more. Such secrets have been revealed to me that all I have written now appears to be of little value." St. Thomas Aquinas never wrote again.
Well, what
What was he writing?
Well, yeah, where can we see
The Summa
what he was-
Theologica.
So what is that?
It's like it was his life's work of religion, of his, the Catholic religion, Roman Catholic religion, whatever it was.
And
Christianity.
can you see what he was writing up until then?
Yeah, it's a book.
Is an actual?
Is it
It's just never
publicized
finished. I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
or published?
Summa Theologica, book by Thomas Aquinas. Yeah, you can
Can
buy
you
it.
can you search what was
What was-
revealed to him?
Yeah, what was the last?
No,
page?
he never said it.
He stopped mid.
He just
sentence?
told his confessor, right? He went into confession. Another priest took his confession, and then the priest, supposedly that Reginald guy, Paperno, he said that's why Thomas Aquinas stopped writing that book.
after that confession.
Well, I'm sure it wasn't in a confession,
No, but I mean,
right? It was
yeah,
just
yeah.
something that was talked about amongst them. He was his confessor. He was a priest that would, he would come to confess.
Now you're gonna have me research this.
It's not in there. I looked it up. I looked. He never stated his reason. He said why, but he didn't say what he came across, what information he came across.
He didn't expand on it.
Not even a theory. Not even a theory.
Not even.
Not even. Not even a theory.
Even. So yeah. So
That's why you got pointed at.
yeah.
You know, I imagine myself like smacking Carlos with one hand, and he blocks it, and I do it with my other hand,
And he blocks that
and he
too.
blocks that too. Then all of a sudden, my cock just comes out. He's like, aha,
And he's like,
aha, and then I'm like,
No, no.
aha.
But then Carlos goes, aha. He'd rather suck a dick.
I mean,
that's
he
right.
said it on the show.
I did say it. Well, there's better than that than demons. I'll tell you that.
So you'd rather take Albert Dick than Demon Dick?
Well, yeah, his is more benign.
Thick. Dick.
Oh,
Classic cream cheese.
Classic cream cheese.
He's so white in this lighting here.
Yeah, there's nothing I could do about that, man.
No, yeah, we always struggle for.
yeah.
I mean, I've had every fucking nickname in the book, dude. You cream cheese now, fucking milkweed, Miklo. What else? Transparent man, Casper, all kinds of shit, man. Like, just add it to the list, dude. I don't give a shit. I'm fine with my pale skin. Yeah, I can't find anything. I'll be sitting here for a while, but I'll try to bring it back.
Yeah, you're not gonna find it because he never said what it was that he came across. He just said he came across certain information. This is Thomas Aquinas, man.
Yeah.
That's interesting, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's like, what do you think he was told?
I don't know. Maybe he was told that
He was
aliens,
told,
right? Who knows? Like, who knows?
He was told God is dead. He was just like,
Look, hey man, I know you're writing a lot. You're putting a lot of effort into it.
you're trying too hard, man. You're trying too hard.
It got out of control, man. And now I didn't think it was gonna be that serious. Everybody's fucking into it.
Like,
yeah, like
I know
everybody.
we were just joking, right?
Yeah. It was the Instagram of
Right?
the day. Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
everybody was doing it. So
I was writing about natural law like Thomas
like,
Aquinas.
what? Yeah. So football
Yeah.
season's coming.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Football season is
You ready?
coming.
Yeah. I don't know what the Bears are gonna do, right? So I was looking at a Justin Fields jersey, and I was like, do I buy the Bears jersey or the Ohio State jersey?
Why would you buy an Ohio State jersey?
Because it's dope. I mean, it's black. You can wear it with anything.
Do you follow Ohio State? Do you follow college
I
football?
follow Justin Fields though, and I like that jersey. I like it. That's probably the first like college jersey I ever thought about buying.
Oh, you're talking about a Justin Fields Ohio State jersey.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I thought you were saying.
Oh, just no.
I thought you all of a sudden you were an Ohio State
No.
fan for whatever. fucking reason.
No, just him, just for him.
Go ahead, Albert. Or Franz.
I was just saying, like,
Oh yeah, you're. Yeah.
How's that better?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm doing. I don't know. You know, they're undefeated right now. Preseason undefeated.
Yeah, preseason undefeated.
That doesn't mean anything. Though.
exactly.
Yeah,
It doesn't
they
mean
also
anything.
they always start off strong, no?
Yeah.
They do, and they kind of fizzle out, and then they might pick it up at the end of the season. But
Bills-
Maybe
The Bills are the
Maybe.
favorite.
The Bills.
The Bills are
Not
the favorite
surprised.
to
right
win.
now.
That's the jersey I want. I mean, I like Justin Fields. I'm gonna get one of those. There's a Bears hoodie I'm looking to pick up too. I want Josh Allen jersey though.
yeah, Josh.
I'm a Josh
Mm.
Allen fan.
All right, me too.
Fucking awesome. He's dope. Yeah, the Bills.
Yeah, I got a draft. in about,
I don't know anything about it. Anybody
Yeah.
like
all I know is that I have a draft in about a half hour, and I have done zero research or mock drafts.
Are you doing fantasy football?
I've been doing fantasy football for a while.
Really? I didn't peg you for a fantasy football guy.
Yeah.
yeah,
I suck
he
at it,
has a
but-
really famous picture now
Oh,
of him because he lost and he was what
that was actually 2 years ago, and I had actually asked if I could take it down yet. No, it was just radio silence among the entire league. I'm like, fucking dicks.
and he's
What's
wearing
it-
like a cardboard kind of like
Yeah, honk. I forgot what it said. Something
Honk
about me
if
sucking at fantasy football. honk because I suck at fantasy football or something like that.
Yeah.
Did you have to stand like on a street corner?
Yeah.
I
busy
was
street.
I was told I was supposed to, but then everyone just got plastered at some point and just forgot about it. So I was like, okay, I'll just keep wearing this thing and I'll just won't say anything.
How bad were you?
Last place 2 years in a row.
Wow.
Well, maybe it's because you don't do your research, huh?
Well, no. So then I was doing research. This year I just haven't because I just had way too much on my mind lately, and
Yeah.
like I just haven't. I'm not the only one apparently because I talked to my commissioner about this yesterday, and he said like, no, I haven't either. It's fine. And I'm like I'm gonna be in last place again. He's like, no, you're not. Don't you dare do that again. I'm just saying.
Good old Jim Gordon.
What's the payout?
600 from first place, and then I think it's like 4.
Yeah, I get it.
2,
Commissioner
1.
Gordon. Yeah.
I think it's like 4, 2, and then 100.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's a 125 buy-in.
I did fantasy a number of years ago. It was okay. I couldn't keep my attention with it the whole time.
I won 1 year. I was in 2 different leagues. First place in both leagues.
Oh, that's great.
I got like
Did you get drafted?
drafted?
I don't know.
No, I didn't get
Never
drafted.
played.
I didn't get a coaching job.
Yeah.
No, I didn't get hired. But
That's
yeah,
great. No, I don't. Fantasy, everybody gets into it. I just could not get into it.
why not?
I don't know. I don't really care. Like, I got to move people, try to trade people, all that. Like, it just wasn't my thing.
Really?
I
That's
didn't-
always been my struggle is the
Huh?
trades.
You're a sports fan, though.
I do like sports. I don't care for fantasy football. I don't want to have to sit there.
Keep up.
I
Part,
think
part of the
I think
problem is
all
too,
the-
like my social skills with other people too, is like, you know, you got to go sit there and have a draft with people, and then it's like some sort of fake camaraderie amongst other people. And
Well, you
gotta
don't
see-
really know the people that are in there.
and I don't
mean,
care to either.
you know.
And then I don't want to partake into any of it. And I don't. I watch football, and you know, but I'll place my bets on FanDuel, and hopefully I win. But yeah, I think 1 year, my brother and we got in trouble because I think him and I were going at it in the playoffs, and I sat my team. Like I pulled a Kaepernick of fantasy football, and like he got an automatic win, and like they were livid. They were all,
Yeah, why did you do that?
huh?
Why'd you do that?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's like I had enough of this.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like I didn't want to play anymore.
Yeah, we had
It-
some
it-
guys in the league that, you know, because it was an app I think we downloaded, and then you could, you know, sit your guys, whatever. There was a couple guys that were like, oh, I forgot to set my team up for the week. And then, yeah, automatic win.
No,
You'd be
yeah.
pissed off. Everybody be in the chat, you know.
Yeah, people start
Yeah.
talking mad
Yeah,
shit
talking
and like,
shit.
you know, to like, oh, I'm never gonna play with you guys again. It's like,
Yeah.
I've never seen you.
Like, you didn't realize your
I'll
both your wide
I'll
receivers
never
were
see you again in my life.
injured. You know, you didn't
Yeah.
couldn't trade up for something.
The best part of this fantasy football team is when I did that to you.
Carlos is the kid in the like the forced group project that doesn't like partake in anything.
Yeah, yeah.
You just do as little as possible.
yeah, I'll do like it's like that too at work when we do group projects or like we have like a team building exercise, and I'm with a bunch of strangers, and like they're from all the parts of the country, and they're like, all right, here's a task, and you guys go ahead. They're all talking amongst yourselves, and they're like, how about you? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's
They're
fine.
like,
yeah, that sounds good. Whatever
okay,
group wants to do.
Fuck.
Yeah, and I'm like, cool. But you know what? Like when it comes time for me to speak on something, I think I do pretty well with speaking. Like I'll be the guy to, you know, if I have to present.
Yeah.
Assuming I have all the good answers that you guys aren't setting me up for failure or whatever. But
Yeah.
I won't. I don't. I try not to do too much. I'd rather work by myself. That's why I like what I do for a living.
You're a lone wolf.
Yeah.
You're a one man wolf pack, like
I like
Zach
doing that.
Galifianakis.
Yeah,
Same here.
I like what I do. It's just me.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry about anybody else.
So what do you think the Bears are gonna do?
What are the Bears going to do?
Yeah, what do you think? We're playoff?
Absolutely nothing.
No.
I think they'll make. I think they'll.
We're gonna
I think it's-
tank. We're gonna be a 500 team. What?
No, they'll be an over 500 team. I think
Okay.
they'll be an over 500 team. I don't know what
What
their
does that mean?
schedule. That means basically
For those of us not in the know.
they like an under 500 team means they'll lose more than half. The
More than
games.
half. Yeah.
Over 500 means they'll win more than
More
half
than
the
half.
games.
Yeah.
Are there 500 games?
No, that's like the
percentage.
average. Like
That's
that's
that.
an average
That's a
of like
percentage.
yeah. So
100% of the schedule they'll win. Or
So
either half of it.
50%.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they say, are you going to be above 500 or under 500?
See, this is why I don't like sports sometimes.
That's kind of like with me
All
in
they gotta-
fantasy football.
All they got to say is 50%.
Yeah.
He said 500 and you said percent per 100, right? Like,
Yeah. That's the way they
that's
rank it.
over 100%.
Yeah.
The record will be over 5.
You're having a Thomas Aquinas moment.
Nothing means
That means
anything
nothing.
to me
Football
anymore.
means nothing.
I'm
It
done
means
writing.
Nothing.
Do you think there'll be like a wild card team in the playoffs? That's a stretch.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's too early to tell. I have to watch it to see. Yeah, I don't want to make any predictions.
But the CEO stepped down though. He's retiring.
Thank God.
Yeah.
You know what? It's one of those things too with the Bears is like we're the third largest market in the country in pretty much anything.
Mm-hmm.
From population to retail, all that shit, right? Even when it comes to sporting teams. So it's like what, LA, New York, and then us?
Yeah.
Or New York,
Yeah.
LA, and then us, something like that.
We're
Pretty
the
much.
mix. Yeah.
Why we wouldn't have like more aggressive ownership when it came to sports?
Right. Better management.
Yeah,
and all that.
like going for those big name players like some of these other major markets do, and really putting an effort to make the best team out there. Like the Bears are an iconic team,
Yeah.
and the most you can remember them for is the
85.
85 Bears.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, nah, man, like I would have thought by now we would have had a better package. I think we're in the right direction with Fields and company, but I'm hoping, we do something solid this year.
Yeah. I can't wait though. I can't wait.
I'm excited for the Bulls, but I still, even then, it's such a tough league, man. Like the West is so stacked. I still don't, even with the Bulls, I don't think we have anything that will take them to that next level. We're still kind of like just right there,
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. I'm just I'm getting into football mode.
You're ready for it.
I'm ready. Yeah.
You got your tailgating grill ready and all that.
Yep.
yeah.
There you go, man.
Yeah, it's gonna start Thursday.
Yeah.
Who plays Thursday?
I don't know, but I know it starts already.
You gonna go see any games?
I would like to.
Let's go to
Oh,
the football
Bears.
game this year.
Bears game.
I'm down.
You guys down?
I'm already
Yeah,
going.
I'd love to.
I'm going to Minnesota and watch them.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
Who you-
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Yeah,
Minnesota versus the Vikings versus Bears.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'll be at that game, and then if you guys want,
You flying in?
Are you going there just to see the game, or you had things going on and you're like, oh, there's a game there?
no, a group of guys that I know started this tradition, and I was fortunate enough to go. I got invited by one of the guys that I knew from work.
Just your first year going?
No, this is now. Well, we did Cincinnati, did Indiana.
Did you know about this, George?
No. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I knew about it,
yeah.
but I wasn't part of it
No,
because I didn't know
yeah.
these group of guys.
Yeah,
Oh.
this is a separate sect of friends that I have.
Mm.
Well, I mean, they're more of acquaintances. I'm friends with like one or two of the guys, but it's always weird for me because I don't really drink that much,
They get-
and
Oh,
They
they're
get
out
wasted.
there having.
they're
great
I mean,
time.
they're out
They're out
there.
there to get shit faced.
Well, I wouldn't say shit face, but they're they drink and they know each other, and I'm kind of like the outsider guy
Yeah.
that comes in, and I'm also very quiet, like we just talked about, and so that combination doesn't always bode well with like a large group setting.
So you're not gonna paint your face orange and walk around with no shirt on.
No, man, no. Like I'll just. So it's always awkward for me because, dude, I like football, and I will talk to people, but my sense of humor is very different to other people.
Yeah, we got some a dark sense.
Yeah,
of humor.
I do have a very dark sense of humor. I don't mean any ill will, but I do have a dark sense of humor.
Right.
And I don't drink that much, and I kind of just keep to myself. So that doesn't make I'm not. Sometimes I may not be the best travel companion in a group setting. So we'll see how it turns out. But yeah.
Well, I mean, this is year what, 3, 4?
The year 3.
There you go.
So
You know, you're starting to know them well
Yeah,
enough.
they'll be like,
yeah,
oh,
well,
Carlos
like
is
they'll be
coming?
because again they all know each other. I think I was at a wedding one time, and I got invited to the guy's wedding who I know. It was his or no, I'm sorry, I take that back. It wasn't the guy's daughter's wedding. It was their quinceañera,
Mhm.
and I go there, and the one of the guys who goes on the trip regularly, they're taking like a group photo, and they're right by my table, and they're saying, and the one guy says, "Hey, stand up, take the photo with us," and all. It's like this original group of people, and their wives are right there taking photos of them, and you see my head pop up. All the wives kind of look like, "Who the fuck is that guy? Get that guy out of there!" And then my buddy who always invites me.
So did they pop up out of curiosity, like, who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah, they kind of had that look like.
Oh, was it like, who the fuck is this
They
guy?
were like,
Who the fuck
is that?
It was that one. It was the second one. And then I only popped up. I wasn't gonna go in the photo, but the guy told me to go up. And then the guy who always invites me, the one I'm actually friends with, he's like, "Oh, hey, we're just gonna have originals in this picture, man." I'm like, "Oh, okay." And I just sat down, and that was the end of the conversation.
So why did they invite you then?
I don't know. I just, like, it's weird. So yeah.
Somebody called you up there to take the photo.
Well, yeah, like it's like if I was sitting here and they were all gathered to the left of me, and the one guy who goes on the trip, one of the guys says, "Hey, come on up," because I'm cool with him too. Like,
yeah.
Hey, Irish guy,
yeah,
get over here.
yeah,
Take
and
a
it's like, "Hey,
picture
come
of us."
take a photo with us."
This cream cheese.
And
What
then
is it?
and then
The Dublin Devil.
I stand up, and I in the photo, and they look at me like, and they all look at the guys turn around, they're like, "Hey, just the originals in this one." I never even got a photo. I never even got a copy of the first photo they took. So I'm assuming they deleted it.
Hey, can you fuck off for a minute?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, hey man, we
don't know
appreciate you coming and all that, and we really enjoy having you on the trip, even though you're pretty quiet. But can you just sit down? I'm like, yeah.
Can you hold the camera?
And then I just sat there and I'm like, fuck, this is weird. This is awkward. I just left.
You had to do one of those like fake, like strained smiles.
Yeah, I have a lot of awkward interactions. It's very awkward. It's just uncomfortable. That's why I like to keep to myself. This is probably my biggest outlet is talking around you guys and you throwing terrible nicknames out. Not even clever.
Cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Cream cheese is funny.
No, it's not.
Cream cheese is not doing it for you?
I don't know.
What would you like to
It's
be
just
called?
lax.
I think it's funny because it's not clever.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
Yeah.
I just
I
thought
guess
about
coming from him,
Bills versus Rams this Thursday, and Bears go up against San Fran on Sunday.
The 49ers. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, who
versus
you
Rams.
got? Throw wagers. Who you got? What'd you say? Bills.
So this week,
Bills and Rams.
Yeah.
Let's go
Bills.
down. Yeah, let's go
Bears
down the
and
card.
49ers.
Let's go down the card. And Hans, if you want, what we'll do the next. Well,
Take a tally, and then the next one we'll see.
yeah,
We'll
let's
check-
see who's
yeah.
got the best record through the season. Can we
Okay.
take a tally?
yeah.
Yeah, we'll start one. Get an Excel sheet going.
Pull it right up, Hans.
I'll pull. I'll take the tally, and then I'll what's it called?
All right. If we do this, well, it's going to be difficult because we're only here every other week on average, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So, all right, at the end of the season, we're not going to keep track of every week, but every time.
You know what? We could
Well,
we could text it in. Like the weeks we're not on, we'll text it in. We'll continue. We'll just continue.
Well, because I was going to say, at least we have.
Oh, I forgot. He doesn't participate. It's like participating in fantasy right there.
Yeah.
It's like
Well,
me in
that's what I'm
fantasy
saying.
football.
That's what I'm saying. Like, at
Just
least
keep in
we-
mind, I rarely watch the game, so
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
then you wonder why I end up in second place 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm saying.
Or
Like, at
last
least that's why we.
Now
we
that I
have
know
it.
that, now that I know this, you're not going to be in second place. You call me.
No, I'm definitely not going to be.
Yeah.
However, there was last year I did have a good year. I went from worst to first,
Uh-huh.
like for a good couple of weeks, and then it just fizzled out afterwards.
Oh.
I didn't end up last, but
Yeah.
I also did not make the playoffs.
What are you gonna say, Carl?
George, he was under 500.
Yes, I was under 500, George.
Oh. Back to Creamy over here.
I was going to say that we don't have to do the entire season.
Okay.
Every week that we film and there's games for that
Okay.
following week, we'll just whoever's got the best prediction at the end of the year based off every time we do this.
Oh, I love this.
So the loser,
What?
who's ever got the worst call record for that,
We have to get a jersey
Well, look-
for that team. Like,
For what?
well, I don't know what should it be?
So
What should be the penalty or the thing you have to do if you're the worst person at picking teams for the year?
I don't know.
I don't know. What?
Okay,
Who
like,
shorts
it'll
of
be,
the team that won the playoffs?
so it'll be one punishment for like the end of everything.
Yeah, at the end of the year,
Okay.
Yeah.
like Woobs would say, "Hey, I'm the worst at picking teams."
Why do you
Alright.
have to say Woods? Why'd you have to say me for?
I
How do
will
I
say
know
this.
you're not going to be the one?
I'm just using you as an example.
Okay.
So I know I'll probably do shitty because I love an
Oh,
underdog.
God. You're
You
not
know?
going to do shitty.
I love the underdog. So like they're usually like,
George, in all
it's
fairness,
usually the big team versus the underdog, and I always go for the underdog.
I went into fantasy football not knowing a goddamn thing that I was doing. I was given a whole lot of shit, and anyone who does play fantasy football, my first year of fantasy football, my first pick ever, I had first round pick in the entire draft. My first pick was Aaron Rodgers, and anyone who knows, you don't pick a quarterback like within like the first like 10 rounds. But for whatever reason, I just picked Aaron Rodgers, and everybody's like, "Why?"
Yeah, that's the shit too. It's like, why would you do that? It's like, I've never done this before, dude.
Yeah.
It's my first time doing it. You don't do mock drafts? No, I don't. I don't do any of that.
I mean, I did mock drafts, and
No, that I didn't.
yeah.
When they were looking at me like for all the stupid picks I made, I'm okay.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Like, I don't know.
I don't want to be here.
So why'd you partake if you knew that was probably a case?
Because I thought it'd be fun, and then that day comes, and it's like I always do this thing where it's like, oh, that seems like a fun thought to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then when the thought actually comes to fruition and I'm in the act of, I'm like, this isn't fun.
I think it
don't
really
like that.
depends on the group. So like my group, like we're pretty close. It's a 12-man league. So like maybe we might have like 4 guys kind of in and out, but the majority of them, like we've stuck around since basically the beginning of the league.
Yeah.
So like maybe that's why it's different for me, because I am actually pretty close to these guys. Not
Gotcha.
like we're BFFs and shit, but
Right.
we've known each other a long time at this point. You know, we've gone to each other's houses. They posted us or whatever. So
Yeah, and see, I have this group of friends here.
mhm.
He's in another group of friends with me.
Yeah.
Where none of us do that.
Right.
Well,
It's
maybe one other person will.
Yeah.
But he does it around his other group of friends. It's like I'm drawing circle here, and I'm ringing it
Who's
out.
the one guy?
Nava. Yeah. Yeah, I know he does it, but nobody else does. And then
he's the one that throw cookouts and gets together. The Nama guy.
Yeah.
He's been known to.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, yeah, I don't even know a group of people that I would do that like how you would describe. Like you've known them for a while, you're cool with them.
Yeah.
Like nobody's inviting me to do that at all.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Would you do like one of those Dungeons and Dragons thing?
I think I'd have more fun doing that than I would fantasy football.
Do you
I
think it's
will
because
admit-
you're all there and partaking?
I just think because of
in person.
I enjoy football. Don't get me wrong. I like watching football, but I get into like my inner child and my liking comic books, liking the superhero movies and all that shit. Like I'm a kid at heart, so I enjoy that too. So I probably would enjoy it. But then you never know, because then once they start asking me like, "Hey, what would you do?" and they want me to get all serious and into it, like because like in the
I feel like they do get into
in Stranger Things, like like oh the demons coming, the demigorgons coming at you, and then his friends are yelling like, "Fucking save our life, yeah!" and they're telling them what to do, and I'd be like, "I don't care, what, like."
Can you just fucking make the next move?
Just do it.
Like, I don't know why you gotta act it out.
we're all walking away from this in real life, buddy, and like they're all into it.
Yeah.
Like I'm that guy.
Yeah, I don't think I could do that. I don't see the fun in it.
For Dungeons and Dragons game,
Like just any like Magic the Gathering, like I can't get.
I can't get into like Pokemon cards and like
people really take it seriously.
Yeah, they get all
like they'll make tables just to play this stuff, and they'll like do it by hand, and like,
yeah.
I just don't. I mean, teach their own, and I'm not knocking on it.
Yeah.
It's what they like. I like drawing. Somebody like this bitch likes drawing, but yeah.
Okay, what's the Thursday night game time?
Let me pull it back up again.
Let's take our tally.
So Thursday night is Bills versus Rams.
Who do you got?
Bills.
Rams.
No, go one way. Who do you got?
Rams.
Rams. Who you got?
Bills.
Bills. I'll go Bills as well.
Yeah,
Underdog.
because,
All right, what's the next set of games after that?
next set of games after that.
You're keeping tally, right? You're
Yeah, I'll
about
keep tally
okay.
of it. Yeah. I'll just review the tape and put it on.
Yeah, well,
put it on
because
Excel.
then we'll see.
We'll put it on the
You know, yeah. Well, if you put in Excel, and then we'll post how we did on the podcast.
Actually, on Reddit.
Yeah,
on Reddit now.
but
yeah,
on
we're on
IG,
Reddit, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
on IG, we'll start posting like, "Hey, this is where we're at for the league."
That works.
Our
too.
own little, not fantasy football,
Yeah.
but
Pseudo fantasy.
it's a pick'em league.
Yeah.
We'll call them a
Yeah.
pick'em league.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
All right.
12. Eagles versus Lions.
I'm gonna go.
Who's the Lions quarterback now?
See, I don't care about that stuff. I'm going Eagles.
Herbert, I think. No, not Herbert.
Said
Dude from
Lions?
LA.
Oh, they
Or
went.
either the Chargers or LA. I forgot when they because they traded for Stafford.
It's not Carson Palmer, right?
No.
Lions depth charts. Who are they?
Isn't it Herbert?
QB Jared Goff.
Jared Goff. There it is.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take the Lions.
Really?
Yeah, I got the Lions over the Eagles. Who's the Eagles quarterback?
It's what's his name?
Where are the Eagles from?
Philadelphia.
Is it true they've never beat the what was it, the Giants ever?
That I don't know. I
They've never beat. Oh no, not the. It's
Jalen Hurts?
Yeah.
on the Eagles.
Jalen Hurts.
I think the Lions are going to beat them.
You think?
I got the Lions.
you said Lions too.
Yeah, I was gonna go Lions.
I'm going Eagles.
I'm going Eagles too.
By the way, I understand a game. Like if I watch a football game, I know what's going on.
Yeah.
I just don't know any names. I don't get into the management. I'm not picking like, oh,
No,
Yeah.
I don't get it.
the quarterback stats are this much, and I can't.
No,
It's
yeah.
too much for me to retain. I'm already like ass deep in fucking UFO shit. You know.
You're probing.
Yeah.
You're gonna get probed.
What's the next one?
You're planning. You're probing.
What's the next game, Hans?
49ers versus Bears.
Oh,
I'm going Bears there. Hey man, you got to go for Chicago.
yeah, Bears.
I'm going Bears.
Although Garoppolo he's the highest paid backup quarterback in the NFL history. Did you see
Janine?
that? Yeah, Jimmy.
You know he's from
I
Arlington.
said
right?
Janine.
Yeah, he's from Arlington Knights.
Janine
Yeah.
Garofalo.
I'm gonna go Bears. I'll go Bears.
All right.
I'll be the underdog then. I'll go 49ers. I'll be the asshole in Chicago. I'll be that one Packers fan in the group.
What's the next one?
Steelers versus Bengals.
Steelers. I'm a hardcore. I love the Steelers.
Bengals.
I got Bengals too.
Steelers.
Yeah, I'll go Bengals on that one too. Patriots versus Dolphins.
Ooh.
Patriots.
Where are they playing?
The Dolphins.
Miami. Yeah, they're
Oh.
Miami Dolphins.
Just
They're
said
playing?
it.
Regardless, it's fucking September. Whoops. It's not gonna be
Yeah, I
snowing in
know.
New England.
That's what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
Is it super like below zero? I'll go Miami.
You're gonna go Miami?
Yeah, I'll go Miami on this one.
Damn it.
I'll go Miami. I'll throw a wrench in there.
I was gonna go with Miami too. Just
We'll go with it.
Just because they're off. They're bonkers in Miami. You know,
Yeah.
Florida's something else.
See, I don't. Okay, but you're picking off for weird reasons. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know
yeah,
stats.
yeah. They have sand in Miami, so I'm gonna say the Dolphins.
So the field might be unstable
Yeah,
for them.
yeah. Yeah, it gets really
George
hot.
wanted to pick Miami. Miami.
Yeah.
It gets really
I love
hot in
Miami.
Miami. I'm gonna go with them. They're bonkers there in
They're
Miami.
bonkers over there.
All right, yeah.
I'm meth, man. They'll do a
Yeah.
number
Yeah.
on the field.
Got a lot of Cubans in Miami.
They do those bath salts and all that.
Yeah.
Did I send you that one with the Miami team that
I don't know.
everybody was in it? Thibault, that
Tim
guy.
Tebow?
Yeah, the guy who killed everybody. Like he was saying, he killed the one who ended up killing himself in prison. Hernandez.
Aaron Hernandez?
Aaron Hernandez. There was another guy who was like,
They all did bath salts?
no. My point was that one team, they were like, there was the guy who was killing people, right? Hernandez There was a guy who was
they were all on the same team, the same
harassing people, and then another guy was covering for him, and then Hernandez had a couple groupies on that team that was like they were like all like free Hernandez and all that.
Oh, really?
Like, and then another guy they
like,
found some dead body in one of them houses. Like, and then
the,
Thibault, like nobody talks about that team quite enough.
It's Tebow.
It's the Gators team.
It's Tebow. It's not Thibault.
To me,
yeah.
Forever from now on will be Thibault.
Thibault. That's the first. I've never heard it. I've never heard anybody say it.
No, I've never. Yeah,
Thibault. But that was his college team. His whole college team. That whole Gators team had.
Gators. Yeah.
He wasn't the only one that killed somebody on that team.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. They found a dead body in one of the other guys' houses.
Yeah.
All sorts of stuff, and then it was led by that Tebow guy. And he was like a virgin and super religious. It's just crazy. It's a crazy.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing. Everybody was nuts on that thing.
What's the other game?
The other game will be let's see, Pats versus Dolphins, Browns versus Panthers.
Oh, that's gonna be a good game.
Yeah, that's
because that's Baker Mayfield against his old
yeah,
team.
I'm gonna go Panthers.
I'm gonna go Browns because I like that one joke of taking the Browns to the Super Bowl.
I'm gonna go with oh no. Because Deshaun Watson's suspended right now.
Interesting strategy for you, George. I hope it pays off.
Watch me win all of these.
This will be funny if he does.
That'd be nuts.
We haven't decided what the loser of the group.
Well, we'll figure it out. We got time.
Maybe the audience can decide for us.
Yeah, there. We'll put a poll out there.
Yeah.
Have them give us suggestions.
We'll see who reaches the bottom of that poll.
I'll go Panthers because I think Watson is suspended.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think he's suspended right now.
Okay.
The first
for how long though?
I thought it was 6 games. I might be mistaken.
Okay.
I think he's suspended. I'll go with the Panthers.
Got it. All right. Colts versus Texans.
Texans. No, well, Carson Palmer's Indiana is playing with the Colts still, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think they have.
That'll be my wild card. I'll go with the Texans.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the Texans.
Oh, and for the record, I'll take the Browns. In that last game. And,
I'll go with the Colts.
Yeah, go Colts.
Bang bang, baby. Colt 45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Named after a gun. Oh, that team sounds like a gun.
And I like to drink Colt 45 too.
Yeah.
So
who likes that malt liquor? Colt 45.
I'll go Texans too. Saints versus Falcons.
Saints.
Yeah, I was gonna say Saints too. Actually,
this one's a tough
Why,
one.
George? Why?
My heart is in NOLA, but
Thomas Aquinas.
My heart's in NOLA, but damn, Falcons. I'll go Saints. Ravens versus Jets.
Jets.
Yeah, Jets as well. I agree.
Go Ravens.
I was gonna go Ravens as well on that one.
Jaguar versus Redskins. I mean, Commanders.
I'm gonna go Commanders.
What was it?
No, I take that back. I'm gonna go Jacksonville.
I agree. I was gonna go Jackson. I was
I'm gonna go
Jags
Jacksonville.
I have a feeling I know a majority of everyone's just gonna say this out of spite. Packers versus Vikings.
Packers.
It's the Jets that have never beaten the Eagles. That's what I was thinking about. Anyway, what are the two?
Packers versus Vikings.
Vikings. Fuck the Packers.
I'll go Vikings too.
I want Packers.
Yeah, I'll go Packers too.
I'll go Vikings.
Yeah. New York Giants versus Titans.
Ooh,
Titans.
they're all large, so I can't pick based on size. What's bigger, a Titan or a Giant? I love it.
This is the nerdiest
I'll go Giants.
football pick.
Hey man,
Ever.
some people, you know what? I'm glad I'm the comic relief in this.
Yeah.
because some people aren't really into sports, and then
No,
we kind
yeah,
of delve in.
I'm like in and out of it, so yeah,
Yeah.
I appreciate you. That's how I am on those trips. Did I tell you that one time one of the guys called me, and I think he thought he was talking to another Carlos, because he said, "Hey man, I want to call and say happy birthday," and I'm like, "My birthday's not till November," and it was June. And
he's like, "Who the fuck is this?"
And he goes, no, yeah, it's your birthday, man. And I think he kind of was like just going with it because I think he kind of realized it. This is my guess. I don't know, but he's a funny guy. We get along. Well, I get along with everybody on the trip. They're all real nice, but he's like, yeah, I thought it's your birthday, right? I was like, no. He goes, this is Carlos, right? I'm like, yeah, but it's not my birthday. He goes, yeah, it's your birthday. I go, you sure you're not referring to the other? I go, the other Carlos? He goes, no, that other Carlos is lame.
No, the Carlos is cool.
Yeah, and he called me. Yeah, he's like, yeah, it was kind of like that. He's like, I was like, I think you're talking about me, but like, yeah, and like it was just a really awkward conversation. And I'll see him at the trip, so I'm gonna bring it up to him and just see if he remembers.
Yeah, the other Carlos is lame, but he's not calling you. You know, on your birthday.
He got the wrong Carlos, regardless, and he's talking about me to me.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it was.
He was inadvertently talking shit to your face.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it was. He's a nice guy though. He's fine. So. All right, what's the next one?
Giants and Titans. Hold on. Did we all pick?
I'm going Titans.
Yeah, I'm going Titans too.
I guess I'll go Titans.
I'll go Giants. I'll be the underdog.
All right.
Raiders versus Chargers.
Oh,
Chargers for me.
Raiders.
Raiders.
I don't know. Raiders? Yeah, I'll go Raiders.
All right. Chiefs versus Cardinals.
Chiefs. Oh, Chiefs.
Yeah.
This is all that first week?
Yeah, this is still week one.
Okay.
Are we doing the first 2 weeks or just
no? We'll do for this.
Just week one. Okay.
Yeah, week one.
All right. Bucks versus Cowboys.
Wait, I didn't pick. I'll go with Chiefs.
sorry, my bad.
Chiefs. I'll go with Chiefs.
I don't know if I said Chiefs, but yeah, Chiefs.
Oh, that was all right. I'll go Cardinals. Fuck it.
All right. Bucks versus Cowboys.
I'll go Bucks.
Is that the Sunday night game or the
This
Monday?
is all Sunday. Yeah.
What time is that game? Does it say?
The Bucks versus Cowboys.
Yeah,
that'll be 7:20.
Yeah, that is. That's because you know why, right?
Right.
Because of the fucking shootout that they had last year. That was like the first. I think it was either the Monday night game or the Sunday night game, and that was a badass game. Like I think Dak Prescott almost beat Tom Brady that night, and I think they lost by like 3 or some shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was a great game.
I'll go with Cowboys.
I'll
go with the Cowboys.
You going Bucks?
Yeah, I'll go Bucks. I've never been a Cowboy fan.
Bucks
I can't
as well.
stand them.
I'm gonna go Cowboys.
Yeah, I'll go Cowboys.
Why?
Because they're from Texas.
Actually, yeah, I'm going Cowboys. I have kind of a heart for the Cowboys for some reason. I don't know why. No bullshit. No, I'll say Bucks. Never mind.
All right,
pick a side, Hans. Pick a
Bucks.
side.
Bucks for sure. Bucks.
Right.
Flip flopper there.
I will say for Monday's game, I do have a heart for the Broncos versus Seahawks. So Broncos versus Seahawks.
Broncos.
I like the Broncos.
Yep.
My dad loves the
I love his Georgia. I like the Broncos. They've always been nice to me. They've always said hi to me.
They have the same colors as the Bears, pretty much. You know, my dad loves them.
Yeah. Yeah, your dad is a Broncos fan.
He's a diehard Broncos fan.
Yeah, I don't know why.
He likes Elway.
I don't know. He just loves the Broncos.
Well, isn't Juan a Broncos fan too?
No, Juan Candy's Juan?
Yeah.
No, he's a Cowboys fan.
Oh,
which was my original idea of why I picked the Cowboys, because he's always losing, and I was like, I'll back him up on this one, you know.
Well, they did pretty good last year. Although,
they did all right.
Yeah. Stephen A. Smith, man, he likes to get on the Cowboys. Man.
Oh yeah,
he loves getting on the Cowboys, man. But at the same time, I think he posted something about the Knicks the other day about how they didn't do shit like with these trades or draft or nothing. And he was pretty pissed about it, how they're not going to do shit for the year. And I just thought to myself, it's pretty fitting though. Like those are his Cowboys.
Yeah,
the Knicks are his Cowboys because they're just terrible, and he's always disappointed.
The Knicks haven't been good since Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, and even then, poor guy had to deal with Jordan.
Yeah, they were always losing.
Yeah. All right, so that's all of them then.
Yeah, that's entire week one.
All right.
We'll see who wins this first week. We probably won't do week 2. We'll come back and do week 3 since we'll be on for week 3.
Yeah, we'll do whatever week when we're on.
Which, by the way, are we shooting the week of the 9th? Because I'm not going to be here.
No, we're waiting. We're not shooting until the 17th.
Okay. Of October?
Oh, October? No, we got to work out the dates actually this week. So
yeah. So just FYI.
I can't wait till my rationale beats all of your very statistic based information.
Well, it wasn't even statistic based. I was just
science.
Yeah,
I was using science.
all of those.
I was using my stats that I know.
Yeah, statistic
stats that I know.
Yeah, I haven't like really paid attention to preseason.
I like stats.
Like stats.
Well, the Bears were good in the preseason. They were undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that doesn't mean anything though.
Yeah, it really doesn't, especially with the Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
what else?
I think that's it for me.
You talked about HBO earlier. You touched on it real quick.
No, I want to.
Have you guys
Isn't it
watched...
getting dismantled from the inside out? Like supposedly, like all the big wigs of the of HBO Max, they're all like losing their shit.
Discovery bought Warner Brothers and HBO because Warner Brothers was owned by HBO.
Right. And now it's a new guy. And
it's going to be changed to
everything.
HBO Plus or HBO Discovery, something like that. I bet. Wait, there's going to be a name change. Possibly a price increase, I would say, because of all the additional content that's coming. They're throwing everything out of the window when it comes to WB and all the crazy, erratic projects that they're putting together that had no continuity. And then, yeah, we'll see where it goes from there. But they've cut out a lot of shit, man.
Yeah,
cut out a lot of shit. I think they're going to try to reinstate the Snyderverse,
but without Snyder. Is what they're saying.
Which is fine. I don't care.
They want the same actors, but they don't want Zack Snyder.
I think he went over budget, and then he got his uncut version made.
Because his daughter died too.
What's that got to do with going over budget, though?
Well, because she committed suicide, and then he pulled out, and then Joss Whedon came in and he revamped the whole thing. He basically redid the whole story, and then Zack came and he got funded again to finish the Snyder Cut. That's why it was so pricey. It's one of the priciest movies of all time because of that. Priciest scene of all time was Vanilla Sky or Eyes Wide Shut. It was something with Tom Cruise, and they had a scene where he was in Times Square, cut all of Times Square down for like 15 or 20 minutes.
How much did it cost? Like $20 million?
Yeah, it was like millions and millions of dollars.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You guys watch This Fool on Hulu?
Yes.
This Fool?
Yeah. That show is fucking hysterical.
It's a Mexican show, isn't it?
This Fool. It's good.
It's based off of LA type Mexicans, but I mean, it's still fucking hysterical.
Frankie, what's his name? Cuno?
I don't remember.
I never saw her a few weeks ago. The main comedian that's on there. And oh man, that show is hilarious. It's really funny.
It's like the life expectancy of a gangbanger is 24, but the life expectancy of a punk ass bitch 76.
Yeah, watch it. It's really good.
That show is fucking hysterical, man.
Yeah, you want a good laugh.
You know what's coming to town is
who's that?
Carlos was talking about what's his name? Machete.
Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's coming to town. We went.
He's gonna be at the local community college right here down the street.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We went to see that. That's Rick Nahara, which I would love to have Rick Nahara on the show one of these days. He does that like, it's like culturally conscious kind of stuff.
It's called Latino thought makers.
Latino thought makers.
Basically, it's just talking about how he came up, what inspired him to become a writer, actor, producer, all that stuff, and what he can give back to the community, the current state of what we're experiencing as a culture.
Yeah.
Other cultures like in the Black community, and how those things can be unified and work to a better way overall for everybody in general. He had He had Dr. Cornel West last year.
Yeah, we went to go see
We
him.
went to go see Dr. Cornel West, and
That
that
was
was
really
really
cool.
good. It was. I mean, he was
Dr.
what,
Cornell.
maybe 30, 40 feet away from us, and this
Yeah.
is a guy that's been on.
It's a small auditorium.
Yeah, it's a small auditorium, and I mean, this guy's been on Bill Maher, CNN, and all that. Like you see him, and
I think it was over by Morton College, wasn't it?
yeah, we went to go see him.
Yeah.
Trejo's coming in 2 weeks or next week. But we
Something
gotta
like that,
we gotta
yeah.
get the tickets. You want to go?
Yeah, I want to go.
Yeah, you want to go, Hans?
When is it?
Was it what? Yeah,
Next
what
week
day?
or the week after? I think it might be the week of the 16th.
Don't see a reason why not.
Yeah.
But
Let's see.
let me know.
But yeah, Trejo's coming. He's been here before.
In Morton College?
Yeah,
Oh, I
I
didn't
think
know
the second time he's coming back.
I gotta sneeze.
But yeah, we should go check it out, man. It's cool to see those guys, especially because they're so close and these are like iconic figures.
Yeah.
There it is.
You know,
Bless you.
God bless you.
Thank
Bless
you.
you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That should be pretty cool. I love Danny Trejo. He's a huge success story. It's just
Machete.
machete forever.
yeah. I want to try his food.
The tacos.
The taco place. I drove past it once. I was like, oh shit, that's a spot.
Trejo's Tacos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, he's got like some serious stories.
Oh yeah. I mean, he went to prison for years.
Yeah. And how old is he? Because like when he talks about those prison stories, he had to be like fucking 10, 11 years old. It almost seems like he's got such a lengthy like career from a criminal. Like he was a boxer in prison,
Mm-hmm.
and then he saved what's his name? The guy who wrote American Me. The main actor.
The actor?
What's the guy's name?
The Latino.
Edward James
Yeah.
Olmos.
He saved him from the mafia
Wow.
because they wanted to put him in
because of what he was writing.
because of what he was writing.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I
I
don't think he
remember
got
that story.
approval from the
Right.
guys in the system.
That
Yeah.
like
had to go-
the story that it was based off of.
Yeah, he needed to get clearance and he didn't. And then he said things in the movie that the way he was depicting it, certain scenes that never really even happened, and it was disrespecting people in the gang. I
The
think
Don't Look at Me puppet.
either that or the sodomy or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
Don't Look at Me puppet.
And these guys did not like it. And
Well, they had like people there watching from that.
yeah, they will come in, they
And
will
I think
watch.
Those are called voyeurs.
Like people from the like people from the actual like I guess Mexican mafia. Is that-
Yeah. Either was
yeah.
it the mafia or like I don't know what gang. they
Well,
were part
whatever
of.
gang, but those people got killed though
Yeah.
Yeah.
because what he depicted, what he put out there,
The same thing
wasn't what they was supposed to be.
the same thing happened with this Narcos. People were dying around that. Like they were kidnapping people that were setting up and all that.
Yeah.
I heard.
Wow.
Yeah, a couple people died. I think 2 people got shot that were involved in like the creation and the
The
filming.
setup.
I don't know exactly
That's
what. but
nuts.
People
Like,
that
you
were
just went to
involved.
work-
What's nuts too is you can't get close to that mic for the life of you.
Yeah.
Tons, do I have to get closer to this?
No, you're good.
No, yeah.
I feel like he's echoing.
Yeah, there is an echo. You got to put it up closer if you don't want it to echo. Well, you could turn it. You could bring the whole thing closer to you. There you go.
Is that better, Carlos?
A
Oh,
lot
that is-
better.
that is better,
It makes a lot.
Is that better?
difference.
Cream cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese.
All right.
Yeah.
It does sound.
Just
a
get
little
your
better.
fucking act together. That's all.
Get it together.
Together.
No.
Get involved.
Rick
Yeah.
Nahara, though. Yeah, I want to get him on the show. That'd be so cool, man.
Yeah. Albert
Cool
could
guy.
sleep in the middle of the interview like he has in a couple of the other ones.
That's never been
Yeah,
documented. That nobody
There's
ever
been
saw
at
that.
least-
That's
there's
not
at least
true.
two.
We're gonna make a
There's
like
at
a
least
sizzle
two.
reel.
Oh,
We
sleep
fall
sessions?
asleep.
No. Yeah.
Oh, what?
One of them. I caught you with one guess. I'm not gonna say who. He may have seen it, but you were. And I looked
Yeah.
at you, and he was going through a whole spiel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good.
Yeah.
it's okay.
Good. It's okay.
You work.
Make
you
a
work
reel of
very
that,
early.
Hans. Make a reel of that for us.
We'll
Put
do
it in our B roll.
Yeah. But yeah, that was think we're gonna end the show.
There we go.
Oh man, it's been real. This is a good one.
Yeah, I mean,
Talking shit, just off the cuff.
Yeah, that's good.
We don't do so bad with it.
no,
I'm sure
no,
everybody likes it. You guys like it.
we gotta get some more guests.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
really
we
want
will.
some.
We'll
I
get there.
really want some. Like,
You know what? To
I
be
would
fair,
really like. Go ahead.
Who?
Just anybody, somebody interesting.
Rick Nahara.
Yeah, but I'm sure you got like a publicist or like an agent or some shit. You got to go through to
Man, that's okay.
get to him.
That's okay.
We got big time by somebody over the weekend.
Yeah.
They'll remain nameless.
They'll remain nameless, but
I mean, they're cool, man. I don't want to burn no bridges on them, but I was excited to have them on.
yeah, same. Maybe in the future. Maybe. You know what I think too? It's perhaps they go and check it out and they see, we only got a small following for now. So they're probably like, is it worth it? Or they see it as something, whatever. But I mean, there's a start to everything. We'll get more guests.
Right.
Yeah.
I really like that though. I really like kind of having a guest on. I'm really looking forward to having like guest hosts, not just somebody we interview, just somebody that
We're working.
hang out and
We're
just-
working on a comedian.
sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
Closing your eyes there a little bit, buddy. I saw it.
What's that?
Your eyelids got a little heavy.
No, I'm.
Yeah, I saw it.
I'm watching George talk. I'm paying
No,
attention to
not
George.
for that 1 second. Not for that second. I saw it.
No, I think you're seeing things.
No, I saw what I
We'll
saw.
do a
Yeah.
replay.
Hey, this isn't the fantasy draft where you sit your players. This is. I was looking at George. He's talking over there. He's talking about his guests.
How does the fucking fantasy draft apply to that?
You gotta be involved, brother.
I am.
All right.
Hey, what are those
Hey,
two?
Hans, pull it up. I don't know. Did my eyes close?
It looked like they closed.
No, they didn't.
You're echoing. Are you on?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. See?
All right.
I think we're all a little tired now.
Yeah. I've been trying to get us out of this conversation for a little.
I keep pulling you back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we just want to talk, right, Joe?
Every time I try to get out,
Yeah.
he pulls me back in.
You keep pulling me back in.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, if you enjoyed hanging out with us for this, how long now, Hans?
It's been about an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, hour 40.
Hour 40? Well, damn, dude.
Yeah.
It's almost a feature film about nothing.
We're halfway through.
Now we've talked about
We're
play.
halfway through an MCU movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Or fucking.
Hey, are you picking on your draft yet? Are you doing it on your?
Yes.
You're
Yeah.
drafting and you're
Yeah.
on the podcast with us?
It started 15 minutes ago. Give me a break.
Who did you pick so far?
Let's see. Where are we at? I've got Eckler from the Chargers, Williams from Denver, Travis Kelce, and that's who I've got this far.
Kelsey. Yeah.
You're coming in last, dude.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know who
I
any of these
basically
people are.
all I got is this Kelce.
Nah, yeah, you'll be all right. You'll be all right.
I mean, again, this is now pick 41. So
Worst case scenario, just set your team. Set your team.
Don't be that player. Don't be that.
I always set my team.
There you go.
We did have a guy on what's it called on our league who was absentee for some reason.
Mhm.
So we literally just started calling him bye week because it was just an automatic win because he never set his team.
Mhm.
Literally everybody was just on his bench for the first 4 weeks.
That's what I did.
So we were just like, all right, well, it's bye week for us, so I guess we automatically win.
Yeah. Oh well.
Fuck you, Albert. Don't do that. Don't be that player. I'm gonna be that.
Don't be that player. Don't be that bitch ass player.
I'm not. I
All
try
right.
to stay active.
Set your team.
The only
Don't
time
be
I'm
that
really a
bitch ass
dick,
player.
the only time I'm really a dick. The only time really a dick is with trades because I'm very suspect of everyone when it comes to trades.
Yeah, because you don't know what Hey,
Because I'm like,
Yeah.
what do they know that I don't?
yeah,
Why are you giving me this guy? This guy is too good.
I get it.
No. All right. Well, if you enjoyed hanging out with us for this hour and 45 minutes now that we've gone into this,
Yep. 6.
come and check us out. Come and check us out in 2 weeks, or watch football, because that's what I would do. Or come back and check us out at a later time. But in the meantime, like, share, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, the SOS Podcast 4, and
we'll be back on September 17th.
September 17th.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll try to be a little bit more interesting for you next time.
This was interesting. They loved it. You loved it.
Yeah.
All right. Bye.